it's not often that we do. I think in our tenure, this is the first one that we do. We got some letters from landowners and friends thinking that this was very well deserving of this recognition, and Commissioner said absolutely, and the Commissioner's Court wholeheartedly accepted it, and we passed it unanimously, and we did what we had to do, and we are where we are now. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Felix Rodriguez to please come up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
America, for the colors. Attention! Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order arms, as you were.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. I'd now like to call up Commissioner Joseph Palacios to say a few words about this ceremony and why it is what we're doing, why we're doing it.
Good morning. First of all, when I was approached about a proclamation, I didn't have the pleasure of working alongside with Ken Baker as much as many people in the audience had. But in the very few times that I've seen him at his job, he's done his job very impeccably, very honorably. I have to admit, I went down and I Googled Ken Baker, and I thought just maybe there'd be some articles. But I learned a lot from just looking at him, Googling him. Some of the responses that he made down at the Laguna Madre when that plane went down, and a couple of the other incidents. But the one thing that never escaped individuals when talking about Ken Baker, whatever venue I was at, they all expressed such great love and admiration towards Ken Baker for the services not just given the state, but our local community. As Jesse had announced, the reason why we chose this road was because I believe it was a first response or first report that he had responded when he first served, and it was I think it was one of the last response that he had made on this particular roadway. But this is our first dedication of a road to an individual in my tenure, and I tell you, I don't know how we're going to top any other ones, but someone that served for 4 decades and has done honorable service for the entire tenure of the 41 years. It's I don't know who else I can acknowledge on the naming of or dedicating a road that would have such an illustrious career, serving not just the state government but our community. But I do want to call up an individual that has worked alongside with Ken Baker, and I'd like to call up our sheriff, Eddie Guetta, to share a few words about the relationship working alongside with Captain Ken Baker. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. First of all, I want to thank the Commissioner Joseph Palacios and the whole court for taking this on. But this task was because of a gentleman that wrote a letter. He thought highly of Ken, and that's Mr. Robert Salinas. Where are you, sir? Stand up. And let's give Mr. Salinas a round of applause for thinking this idea, and we all got on board, and man, it all came together real good. But I'm gonna say a few words about Ken. Thank God it's not a roast, Ken, because this is the reason. This man is the reason why I got in law enforcement. I met him when I was either 10 or 12 years old. I don't remember. He just got assigned. He was a rookie game warden here, and I was a young kid. And my father used to invite a bunch of his friends to come hunting on the ranch. And well, a lot of his friends didn't know couldn't shoot very good, so I had to get their daily limits of doves for them. So I generally had a overextended limit of migratory birds, shall we say. And so I see this patrol unit come pulling up at the ranch, and this game warden coming out, and boy, man, you talk about a scared little kid. I thought I was going to go to jail for sure. But he was probably my first interaction with law enforcement, as I grew up and graduated from A&M, we got together, and I started riding with him, and got to enjoy a lot of times that we spent together. I wasn't even a peace officer back then, and then things just naturally went from there, and went to the academy, and he convinced me to go to the academy, and then we started working together as peace officers, and we met a lot of cases. And I can tell you about Ken. He's a true example of a public servant. Never once did I ever see him in the time that we worked together ever see him disgrace or dishonor his badge, and I hope in my career that I can live up to the standards that this man had set for me. 41 years in law enforcement, but what y'all don't understand and about Ken Baker, the only state official that spent his whole law enforcement career from the place where he started to the place that he ended, 41 years. I asked the DPS if they had anybody that ever did that. TABC, the Texas Attorney General's office, nobody around the state. A state officer, a state peace officer, spent his whole entire career in the same area where he started, the same area that he finished, and that's pretty remarkable. But unfortunately, Commissioner, we got a little problem, because if anybody that knows Ken, he's very meticulous. He's a very detail-oriented person, as you can tell by his. This is his vehicle back over here. It's nice and shiny. Of course, we just had this rain, and he likes to keep everything clean. So I'm afraid that he's probably going to ask for this road to be paved. And you're probably going to catch him here at night shining his name over here. So we'll look out for that. But Ken, it's truly an honor that the county names this road after you. It's truly fitting. And just to reiterate what the commissioner said, when he was a rookie, his first misdemeanor case was here on this road, and before he got transferred and became the captain of the Cameron and Hidalgo County, his last felony case was here on this road. And I know many a times this is a federal refuge, and so you can't disturb the brush. The federal government frowns upon you, and a lot of times, and it's pretty thick. I mean, we got a lot of cats, bobcats, and this is their home. And it's undisturbed for them. And ocelots are in here, and he's had plenty of people that wanted to rob the state of of these resources, and I can tell you for a fact that Mr. Baker has walked in this brush on his hands and knees, going after these individuals, and he's very, very, very dedicated and to his job. So Ken, thank you very much.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call up another dear friend and colleague of Captain Baker. That would be Captain Kevin McDonald, to say some words from his friend.
Thank you. Commissioner Plaswas, just guests from everybody. It's made this wonderful day coming out here. It's really nice, having an event like this, certainly. But on top of it, having it during the week of the National Police Appreciation Memorial Week, and due to the 41 years of Ken Baker serving state of Texas Parks and Wildlife, the community, just like the sheriff said, it's just a wonderful, it's a wonderful time period, planning and everything else of having this. I started out many years ago as a rookie down here in the adjoining county in Cameron County, and worked lots of times lots of long nights and long days and everything else with Ken, and learned certainly a whole lot, just what the job's all about, and the dedication that it takes, the whole works with it. Just learned so much, and I really admire and appreciate that, Ken, and that's followed us through our whole careers together. I don't know if I can be a 42-year or 41-year man, but it's certainly been fun and everything else. But this sign right here, Commissioner, I can guarantee you, as the sheriff mentioned, will be one of your cleanest signs that's in Hidalgo County. Ken has already ordered through some northern company. It's supposed to be some type of a sign that bugs will not get on, or birds will not get on, or anything else like that. And yes, he will want this road paved right here, because we know the condition of his truck. Another thing is every year we have hundreds of thousands of people that visit the lower Rio Grande Valley and bring their families, bring everyone down here. The next big project, and I know you'll have to talk to people ahead of you, but up here at San Manuel, there'll be an exit or a named deal, Ken Baker Boulevard viewing area, next 2 exits that can bring him, all the way over here. And Ken's told me kind of outright that he can foresee in the very near future the Super Kmarts, HEBs, and everything else that having his name and having this stuff here is going to be bringing to this community in this area. And I don't know if we necessarily want that, because we like it being the wildlife area that it is out here. But all kidding aside, it's a real pleasure. And speaking on behalf of the Texas Parks and Wildlife game wardens, and those that are here and those that certainly wanted to be down here but are on various operations and assignments in other areas, it's a real honor to be down here and be part of this wonderful thing. So thank y'all very much.
At this time, Mr. Alex Rios, if you'd like to come up and present the flag to Mr. Baker.
Good morning, my name is Alex Rios, and like they said, I'm here with on behalf of State Representative Terry Canales. He was scheduled to be here, but unfortunately had to be in court this morning. We were asked to see if we can come up with a resolution from the state, and Representative Canales thought that it would be better to present you with a flag that has actually been flown over our state capitol. I wanted to read a quote from President Calvin Coolidge. "We identify the flag with almost everything we hold dear on our earth: peace, security, liberty, our family, our friends, our home. But when we look at our flag and behold it emblazoned with all our rights, we must remember that it is equally a symbol of our duties. Every glory that we associate with it, the result of our duty done." It is without a doubt that what this flag symbolizes also symbolizes your hard work for the past 41 years. So we have a certificate of authenticity and a flag from the state capitol. Thank you. Thank you.
Captain Baker, this is your time.
My time to speak?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I kind of choke up, y'all kind of excuse me a little bit, so. I'm not as hard as some people say I am. I do get sensitive sometimes. This is one of those moments. No, this honor is very special to me. I can't thank you enough, Commissioner Palacios, my good friend Sheriff Eddie Guerra, my good friend Robert Salinas, all my various colleagues, law enforcement, good friend Richard Moore there, known him forever. Thank you so much for coming out here for this dedication. It was a surprise, you know, beyond description, really. It's quite an honor. I spent many a day down this road back when I was a young rookie. I could tell you a lot of stories, but you know, we'd be here all day talking about stories about that road and people that I've come in contact with. Some friendly, some not so friendly. Matter of fact, probably some of the non-friendly ones, they probably may take target practice on that thing later on, you know. But wouldn't surprise me. But that's, you know, that's life. That's the way it is, you know. But I'm just overwhelmed. My wife would be here today, but she had to take my mother-in-law to the doctor. She has to have an eye injection, and those appointments are made well in advance. So she's kind of disappointed about not being here, but I can always get a DVD from Richard Moore, and we can all rehearse it again, you know. So, but thank you very much for coming out here. It means a lot to me. That's about all I have to say. Thank you.
It worked.